So this is Miss Jem Sombiliano, your PNL lecturer for tonight. So to all future registered nurses, no? So good evening sa inyong lahat po. Welcome sa ating Live PNLE class. So neuro means nerves, right? Neuro means nerves, okay? Neuro means nerves. Masculine means muscles, okay? So meaning to say, it's a pathology, no? It's a pathologic problem with your nerves and muscles. So yan yung pinaka-main feature ng mga disorders. Ito kaya nga ang common denominator nila pag pinag-uusapan natin yung ALS, GBS, your multiple sclerosis, and your myasthenia gravis, ang common denominator nilang lahat ay muscle weakness. Okay, because the problem in neuromuscular disorders is basically the nerves and the muscles. Now, since nerves ang pinag-uusapan natin, okay, konting introduction lang about neurons. Your neurons is the functional unit of our nervous system. So, meaning to say, nurses, it is considered as the functional unit of our nervous system because your nervous system is consists 100 billions of neurons. So, ganun po kadami yung neurons natin, more than 100 billions of neurons meron tayo sa loob ng ating katawan. And ang mga neurons natin, these are our communication network. Right? This is our communication network, meaning to say, okay, it communicates with our organs. It communicates with another neurons, right? Okay, it communicates also with our muscles. Okay, so that's why your neurons is considered as our communication network. So it will serve as the pathway. It will transmit signal, and it can also receive signal. Okay, the communication with the neurons, it can be neurons to muscle, right? This is the neurons. Okay, and this is the muscle. So we need neurons, so we need electrical signal para magkaroon tayo ng reactions, para magkaroon tayo ng muscle contractions. Okay, di ba ganito yung nurses? Okay, we have your bones. Yung bones, nakakonect yan sa muscle. Right? Tapos, yung muscle natin, nakakonect yan sa neurons. So, kinakailangan si neurons, no, magbigay ng signal or maybe mag-release ng neurotransmitter to create some sort of reactions. So, meaning to say, kapag nag-release ng signal, magko-contract si muscle, mahahatak yung buto natin, gagalaw tayo. So, that's neurons to muscle. So, meron naman din nurses, neurons to neurons. Right? Or neurons to your organs. Okay? So, nurses, hindi na ako magdidig deeper about Ana and Fisho, ha? Okay? This is just a recall lang naman, no? So, sa ating formal discussion na lang or formal lecture na lang talaga, no? Pag nag-start na tayo ng review. But, this one, gamitin nyo ito. Okay? Let's say, for example, ma-encounter ko kayo sa iPass. Okay, mag-face-to-face tayo sa iPass. Okay, kung hindi man ako mag-handle ng neuro, please gamitin niyo ito and yung mga common and unique signs nila, okay, tandaan niyo siyang mabuti kasi alam ko nagkakalituhan tayo dito dahil lahat sila meron silang muscle weakness. Pero ano ba ang unique? Ano ba yung mga common symptoms sa kanila para hindi kayo maliligaw na wala doon sa ibang neuromuscular disorder. Okay, let's have first our amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. So, unahin ko ito, no? Kasi madalas in your neuromuscular, ang laging inuuna natin would be your GBS, would be your MG, tama? Unahin natin yung ALS. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng ALS or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis? Is otherwise known as your Lou Gehrig's disease, right? This is also known, okay, as Lou Gehrig's disease, right? It's Lou Gehrig's, okay? So si Lou Gehrig's nurses, ang history nito, Lou Gehrig's is a famous baseball player in the US. That's why ang ALS, mas commonly yan na tinatawag sa US as Lou Gehrig's. Now, in London naman, we call it what? We call it motor neuron disease. We call it motor neurons, okay, disease. Yan yung common, okay, na other name ng ating amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Once again, si Lou Gehrig po is a famous baseball player, okay, in the United States of America kung saan siya ang kaunahang nagkaroon ng ganyang klase ng disorder. Okay, and in the London, ang tawag dito is motor neurons disease. So these are the other names ng ALS. Now, para mas madali niyo siyang maintindihan, doon pa lang sa word na ALS, dapat alam na natin kung ano ang unique about ALS. We have your amyotrophic. Pag sinabi ko pong meaning to say no, di ba when I say meaning to say no or absence, tama? Or maybe decrease. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng when I say aplastic kanina, meaning to say it's decrease, absence. Okay? So that's the meaning of aplastic kanina, absence or decrease of four elements or of form elements. There will be decreased RBC, platelet, and white blood cell. So when I say meaning to say no or absence, yan ang ibig sabihin yan. Right? When I say myo means muscle. Right? Muscle. Okay? So pag sinabi po nating trophy o trophic, it talks about what? It talks about the growth. Di ba pag sinabi kong hypertrophy, increase yung growth. Pag sinabi kong atrophy, decrease ang growth. So meaning to say, no muscle growth. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng amyotrophic. That's why ang hallmark symptoms nito is a muscle atrophy. So kapag nilabas yan sa board exam, okay, automatic alam nyo na agad. Ano ang hallmark? What is the hallmark of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis? It's muscle atrophy. So minsan kasi nurses, hindi mo kailangang mag-memorize eh. Kailangan nandun na mismo sa pangalan ng sakit kung ano yung unique sa kanya. Totoo yan. Kahit hindi mo alam yung disorder, kung naiintindihan mo yung pangalan ng disorder, meron kaya idea about the name of the disorder, minsan nakukuha natin ang tamang sagot eh. So it's very, very important, no? Na dyan pa lang, no? Doon pa lang sa pangalan, alam mo na agad. So this is the hallmark. So tantusan mo na agad yan. Pag nakita mo sa board exam, muscle atrophy, which of the following is the hallmark sign of ALS? Huwag nang magpatumpik-tumpik pa. Muscle atrophy is the best answer. Okay? Naiintindihan po? Okay, pag may question, sabihan niyo ako ha, kapag may hindi maintindihan. Now, ang ALS ay hindi lang po iyan a neuromuscular disorder. It is both neuromuscular and neurodegenerative disorder. It is both neuromuscular, okay, and neurodegenerative disorders. Okay? Pag sinabi mo po nating neurodegenerative, meaning to say, there is a death of neurons. There is a degeneration of neurons. Right? Death of neurons. Okay? And what specific neurons ang nasasira? It's motor neurons. It's motor. Miss Jen, meron ba siyang sensory? Kasi we have two types of neurons. The afferent is basically sensory, and the afferent is basically motor. Now, ang nasisira purely is the motor. Remember that. Yan ang namamatay. Okay? The nerves responsible in movement. Kasi meron tayong iba't iba ng neuromuscular disorders na tinatamaan din yung sensory like multiple sclerosis. But in ALS, it's purely a motor deficit. Tandaan niyo, kaya nga tinawag siyang motor neuron disease. Okay, it's purely motor deficit. Okay? Purely motor deficit. Okay? Tandaan niyo po yan, it's the damage in the motor neurons. Okay, motor neuron damage. So basically, the problem here is really the muscle weakness. The patient is having fatigability. There will be a muscle wasting kasi lumiliit po ang kanilang mga muscle. That's why we call it a myotrophic lateral sclerosis. Okay? Naiintindihan po si Ma'am Jen? Once again, ano-ano pong neurons ang nasesera? Purely motor neurons. Purely motor deficit. Okay? It's both neuromuscular and neurodegenerative disorders. Okay? Pag sinabing neurodegenerative, neuro means nerve, degeneration means death or damage. Okay? So what's the hallmark? It's the muscle atrophy or the muscle wasting. Kung hindi mo makita yung atrophy, it's muscle wasting. Okay? Naiintindihan, nurses? Sige po, pakipress na lang yung 1 kung naiintindihan ako. Sige na, pakipress po ang 1 kung naiintindihan. Kung hindi po naiintindihan, pakipress yung 2. Okay, sige. Very good. Okay, very good, nurses. Ayan. Okay, thank you so much. Mag-move na ako. If you want to screenshot, you may now screenshot. Babagalan ko lang, huwag kayong mag-alala kasi yan, no, para mas manamnam nyo na siya, para pagpasok nyo ng PNLEA, naturo na yan ni Ma'am Jen sa amin. Your ALS, it's more of motor neuron damage, ang hallmark na muscle atrophy kasi doon pa lang sa pangalan ng disorder, means no, myo means muscle, atrophy means no muscle growth. Muscle atrophy is the hallmark, right? It's both neuromuscular and neurodegenerative disorder. Okay, so here nurses, okay na tayo? Sige. So, the main problem natin would be a damage, not damage in the motor neuron. Okay? That's the main problem. Okay? Problem. There will be damage. Okay? In the motor neuron. So, motor neurons, meaning to say it's for movement. It's really for movement. Ngayon, meron kasi tayong dalawang motor neurons, the upper motor neurons, and we also have the lower motor neurons. Ngayon, ang tinatamaan dito, is it the upper or the lower? The correct answer is both. It affects both. Okay, naapektuhan po dyan ang upper motor neuron. That's why you develop an upper motor neuron lesion. And also, the lower motor neurons. Okay? Yan yung nasisira. Okay, yung dalawa na yan. Okay, syempre, para maunawaan mo yung sintomas, kinakailangan dyan, Miss Jem, para alam mo ang sintomas, kinakailangan dyan, alam natin kung, okay, kung anong ibig sabihin ng upper motor neurons. Ang upper motor neurons, nanggagaling yan sa ating brain, to be specific from the cerebral cortex, going to the spinal cord. So meaning to say, the upper motor neuron, it carries the motor information from the brain down to the spinal cord. Okay? So yun. Okay? So it carries motor information, okay, from the brain, okay, to be specific, from the cerebral cortex, okay, going to spinal cord. Hanggang dyan lang yan. Hanggang dyan lang yan, ha? Okay, tantosan yan. Basta kapag brain, okay, going down to spinal cord, it's upper motor neuron. It carries motor information from our brain going to the spinal cord. Tapos na dyan ang upper motor neuron. Okay, down to the spinal cord. Ngayon si lower motor na, siya na yung magdadala nung motor information towards sa skeletal muscle to create some sort of reactions. Okay, so meaning to say the lower motor neurons, it carries information. It carries motor info, okay, from the spinal cord and brainstem, kasi magkadikit lang yan, down to our skeletal muscle. Okay? So, tandaan niyo pa. So, basically, ito, from the spinal cord or brainstem going to your skeletal muscle. Okay? So, to make it simple. So, ganyan siya. Okay? Ganyan yan, nurses. So, ngayon, importante ito. Bakit po importante? Kasi, dito nyo ma-identify kung anong symptoms. Minsan 'di ba nagtatanong tayo, "Ma'am, parang naguguluhan ako. May muscle weakness tapos merong spasticity." 'Di ba may mga gano'n tayong nakikita. "Ma'am, meron siyang muscle weakness tapos merong spasm, merong clonus, pero may muscle weakness." Hindi ko po maintindihan bakit 'di ba dapat 'pag hypoexcitability muscle weakness lang 'yan. Okay, ngayon in ALS, they have both. They have both. Parehas silang merong gano'n. Why? Kasi nga parehas din yung neurons na tinatamaan, both upper and motor. Okay? So, tandaan niyo lang, nurses, in your wait, sige, you may now, screenshot this. Na-screenshot na, delete ko na para magkasya tayo, bago tayo mag-risk factors. Hindi masyado itong related sa autoimmune, hindi ito related sa autoimmune. Okay, may ano, meron siyang, ah, contributing factors when it comes to our immune system, but it's not mainly related to autoimmune, just like any other neuromuscular disorder like GDS, no, your AL, ano, GDS, MS, and your MG, it's more of autoimmune yung tatlo na yun. Okay, sige na, screenshot na now. Delete ko na ha. Okay, so nurses, so lagi niyong tatandaan kapag ang degeneration o yung damage sa motor neuron, kapag upper motor neuron, it's more of what? It's more of what? Spasticity. Okay, kapag naman lower motor neuron, it's more of a weakness. Okay, tandaan niyo yan ha, it's more of weakness. So silang dalawa parehas yung merong spasticity, parehas yung merong weakness of the muscle. Kasi parehas po, the upper and the lower ang tinatamaan. Okay, the upper and the lower ang tinatamaan. Yan, okay? So Miss Jem, ano po yung mga possible risk factors natin? So, what are the risk factors? What are the possible risk factors? Okay, so number one, it's more of gender morphos. Alam niyo malaki talaga ginagampanan ang hormone sa katawan natin, no? Yeah, okay, when it comes to gender, it's due to hormone than influence. Kasi ang cause talaga ng that the exact cause is unknown. Okay, so ang ratio niya kumpara sa babae, it's 1, okay, 1.8 is to 1. So, 1.8 sa lalaki, and then 1 lang sa babae. That's the ratio. Okay, and another would be the age. It is common among 50 to 70-year-old. Okay, why? It's at the generation already. Kapag dumating ka na sa age na yan, it's aging, talaga nagde-degenerate na yung ating mga neurons. So it's cellular stress due to aging or degeneration. Okay, due to aging. Okay, or cellular stress. due to aging. So, yun ang hindi natin maikakaila. As we get older, talagang physiologically nagde-decline na ang function ng ating mga katawan. Another one, that will be your one. Okay? Alam niyo, ito yung sinasabi ko. Anong talaga to? Hindi talaga natin alam ang cause niyan. It's idiopathic, no? Okay? The exact cause, the etiology, it's really unknown. It's idiopathic. Kaya nga siya tinawag na idiopathic pag sinabing unknown from the word idiot. Di ba pag sinabi mong idiot, it's what? Hindi alam. Walang alam. So that's why we call it idiopathic from the word idiot, means unknown. Yung walang alam. So that's the exact etiology of ALS. What else, Miss Shah? What else? Alam nyo, it's more of what? Sporadic to. Alam nyo kung bakit? Ha? It's sporadic, no? Pag sinabi po natin sporadic, pasulpot-sulpot lang yan. Wala sa pamilya mo, no? Pwedeng wala sa pamilya mo. Okay? So usually, it's more of 90 what? 90%, no? Okay? So it's yung 90% na yan, walang genetic relationship. No? Genetic relationship. Yung 90%. Iyan ang ibig sabihin ng sporadic, but it's unknown. Out of the blue moon yan, no? Hindi talaga natin alam. So, bigla-bigla na lang sumulpot na wala naman sa family mo. Okay, ngayon, meron tayong 10%, no? Meron tayong 10% na it's more of familial. Yung familial, ito yung merong genetic predisposition na maaari, pero sobrang konti lang. It's 10%, no? With genetic influence. Okay? With genetic influence, it runs in the family. Okay, alam nyo ba yung family niyan, yung ratio niyan, sa isang malaking concert venue, let's say for example, you have 100,000. Sa isang malaking concert venue, 100,000 na tao, okay? Isa lang dyan ang nagkakaroon ng ALS. Look, right? So, ganun siya kadalang. So, napakaswerte dyan, no? Ang nagkakaroon ng ALS. So, it's really more of that's for that talagang and ano po ba talaga yung cause ng ating ALS? Wala talaga. There is no exact cause kung bakit meron tayong amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Okay? Clear tayo dyan, nurses? Sige, very good. Tapos meron tayong exam later, ha? Si Ma'am Jem nagpa-exam. It's a post, it's 16 items only, no? So, okay, tandaan yan, ha? Okay, sige po. Now, punta na tayo sa ating diagnostic examination. So, ano yung mga diagnostic exam na pwede natin gawin with ALS? So, number one is the EMG. It's actually the confirmatory, no? It's EMG. Okay, so it's what? What is EMG? EMG means electromyography. So it measures the electrical activity of our muscle. Right? Okay. If ECG will measure the electrical activity of the heart, if EEG will measure the electrical activity of the brain, EMG will measure the electrical activity of our muscle. Right? So, ito yung ginagawa natin. Now, in EMG, usually, ano pong magiging result, Ms. Jam? Ano pong magiging result? When I put Armens, it's result. Positive what? Positive what? Denervation. Okay, so this positive denervation. Ano pong ibig sabihin? Meron tayong loss or disruption of nerve supply. Disruption of nerve supply. So, meron tayong what? Anong makikita po natin doon sa ating result? Nagkakaroon tayo ng mga positive fibrillation potential. So, gulo-gulo po yung electrical impulse, no? Positive fibrillation. Okay? Fibrillation potentials. So, abnormal ang electrical activity. Okay? So, that's the result of your EMG. What else, Ms. Jam? Ano bang pwede nating gawin? Diagnose examination. Genetic testing. We can use genetic testing. Right? Although it's 10%, no, but still, pwede nating gawin yan. What else, Ms. Jam? You can also assess for what? Respiratory paralysis. So, pwede nating malaman yan aside from x-ray and anything. We can do the pulmonary function test. You can do your pulmonary function test to assess for what? For respiratory muscle paralysis. Okay? Kasi ang weakness niyan hindi lang sa lower, even upper motor neuron at ADNM. Ang weakness niyan kasama even our respiratory muscle. Okay? So, yun ang mga possible and also your MRI. Yung MRI, hindi naman niya siya ginagawa, no? Just to confirm the disorder, but it's to rule out other conditions or complications. Okay? So, usually, ang ginagawa natin is your EMG, genetic testing, and pulmonary function test. Okay? Genetic testing, pulmonary function test, and EMG. Yan ang madalas nating ginagawa. Okay? To identify if you have problem in the motor neurons. Now, okay, sige po, screenshot. Yan, screenshot po natin if you want to screenshot. Sino dito yung magte-take na ng board exam this coming November? Pakitype po yung 3. Talagang 3, no? Okay, sino po magte-take na dito ng board exam this coming? Yan, si Rodolfo Espanto, yan. So, hopefully magkita-kita tayo sa Manila, ha? Ayan, si Jerome. Okay, very good, very good. Ano na ngayon? June, magja-July na. July. So, 4 months of review daw. 4 months. So, konti na lang, magiging RN na kayo, no? Magiging Philippine registered nurse na kayo. Okay. So, clear tayo, nurses, ha? And, okay, what are the sign and symptoms? Okay. Alam niyo ba, nurses, ang sign and symptoms po? Yes. Yes, kayang-kaya niyo yan. Maniwala kayo. Kayang-kaya niyo yan. Okay, nurses, alam niyo, ang sign and symptoms, ano yan, magkaibang ibig sabihin yan. But usually kasi, it's actually a clinical manifestations. But ang sign and symptoms, no? Kung talagang kukunin mo ang definition, ang signs, ang ibig sabihin ng signs, ito ay nanggagaling doon sa nag-o-observe. Okay? But ang symptoms, kumbaga signs is more of objective. And symptoms, it's coming from the patient. It's more of subjective. Yun talagang ibig sabihin. Okay? The signs is more of objective. Sige, sulat ko dito, ha? Okay, it's nice to know lang naman, but hindi naman to masyadong It's more of objective. It's coming from the healthcare providers. It's coming from the one who assessed the patient. While symptoms, it's basically subjective. It's from the patient, usually. Yan po yung ibig sabihin talaga yan. Okay, di ba? O at least now, yan ang ibig sabihin yan. Kaya nga, in your sign and symptoms, we have objective cues. We also have your subjective cues. Kasi yun ang ibig sabihin ng sign and symptoms. The signs are objective. It's coming from others. Okay? But the symptoms means subjective. It's coming from the patient. Okay? So, ano po ang ating mga sign and symptoms? Ano yung mga sign and symptoms list siya? Okay, the first one, tandaan mabuti. Anong sign and symptoms natin? Okay, meron pa tayo ditong lesion sa upper motor neuron. Nasisira bang upper motor neuron dito? Yes. So, nasisira ang upper motor. Diba? Sabi natin, meron tayong upper motor neuron lesion or degeneration. So, anong sabi ko? Pag upper motor neuron, ano to? Weakness or spasticity? Weakness or spasticity? Ah? Weakness or spasticity? Spasticity, di ba? It's spasticity. Very good. There is a clonus. Right. There is a clonus. Very good. There is a clonus. Positive clonus. Okay, you have here your hyperreflection. Your positive for Babinski. Right? Hindi pa pag iyan nakikita mo tong mga symptoms na to, ibig sabihin, the reaction of your muscle is increased. The reaction of the muscle and nerves are increased, meaning to say it's a sign and symptoms of hypertonia. It's hyperreflection.
The
Right.
correct function.
Yes. Hypertonia. Yung mga symptoms ay mga hyper yan. Hyperreflection. Right? So, increase yan. Kaya nga medyo weird ang symptoms kasi nga tinatamaan ng upper and lower. So, in your lower motor neurons naman, okay, lesion, it's more of what? Muscle. Muscle weakness. Right? Muscle weakness. There will be what? Flaccid paralysis. There will be flaccid paralysis. And no, nurses, the hallmark sign is muscle atrophy. That's the hallmark sign. And then we also what? Your fasciculation, twitching. It's twitching. So kung mapapansin mo dito, kapag lower motor neuron, it's more of decrease. Kasi nasa kanya ang muscle weakness. It's more of decrease. Right? So ito, it's more of hypotonia. It's more of hypotonia and hyporeflection. Okay? Si upper motor neuron, it's more of increase. Spasm, clonus Babinski. It's more of hypertonia and hyperreflection. Kay lower motor neuron, it's more of muscle weakness, flaccid, atrophy, fasciculation. It's more of hypotonia and hyperreflection. So, hindi kayo magkakamali dyan. Okay? Kasi alam nyo na ang tinatamaan ay dalawa. The upper and the lower. At alam nyo, kapag tinamaan si upper, eto. At pag tinamaan si lower, eto. Nakukuha? Naiintindihan po, nurses? Naiintindihan? Sige po, pakipress yung number 1 kung naiintindihan. Pakipress and you may now screenshot. Okay? Very good. Parang hindi ako mag-handle ng neuro sa inyo, but gamitin nyo ito ha in your this is actually a good talaga, gamitin nyo ito. Okay, sige. Next. Ano pa pong other symptoms, Miss Jam? If you want to screenshot. Okay, ano pa pong other symptoms? We also have what? Ano pa, nurses? There is positive bulbar sign.
What is
Ano kasi yun? Tatlo yung positive bulbar sign natin. Dysphagia or dysphagia and dysarthria. Even our muscle para makapagsalita. Okay, so dysarthria. What is dysarthria? Difficulty what? In speaking, no? Okay, so nahihirapang magsalita ang pasyente because of the weakness, okay, of the muscle. And nahihirapan ding lumunok. Right? Because of the weakness of the muscles sa ating throat. Right? So, meron tayong tatlo. Pag bulbar signs kasi tatlo yan. Dysarthria, dysphagia. Ino-note ko na lang dito. wala siyang diplopia. No diplopia. Pag sinabi po nating diplopia, meaning it's double vision. Hindi po tinatamaan ng mga cranial nerves natin siya. Uulitin ko, hindi po tinatamaan ng mga cranial nerves dito. Okay? So, wala po siyang diplopia, ha? Kasi pag bulbar sign, tatlo yan. So, yung 3D natin, 3Ds kasi yan. Pero yung diplopia, wala sa kanya, ha? Okay. Now, ano pa, Miss Rem? Ano pa? Siyempre, ito na yung the most common cause of death is your respiratory paralysis. Due to weakness of the respiratory muscle, okay, your diaphragm. So this is the most common cause of death. And they note, this is the priority. So kapag tinatanong sa examination, hindi lang siya priority ng MJ, hindi lang priority ng GBS ang respiratory paralysis. It's also a priority sa mga pasyenteng merong ALS. Put a star, ha? Magkakalimutan yan. So you have to assess the respiratory function. Okay, you have to assess the respiratory function. Okay? Sige po. Ma'am, meron ba tayong sensory deficit dito? Wala. Ma'am, meron ba tayo dito bladder issues? Meron ba tayo ditong bowel issues? Meron ba tayong sexual dysfunction dito? Wala. Tandaan niyo po iyan, no? Ino-note po dito, no sensory deficit. No bladder and bowel issues. No autonomic issues dito. Okay? So, no sexual dysfunction. Okay? Walang sexual dysfunction dito, ha? Okay? No sensory deficit, no bladder and bowel issues, no sexual dysfunction. Bakit po sinasabi nyo yan? Kasi, ang bowel and bladder issues, mamaya sasabihin ko kung kanino consistent yon. Basta ang consistent dito, it's really more of motor. It's more of galaw ng inyong mga extremities. Okay? There will be spasm, clonus, Babinski muscle weakness, placid, and definitely the muscle atrophy, which is the unique sign. The bulbar sign, difficulty in speaking, difficulty in swallowing, dysphagia, okay, and a respiratory paralysis. There is no sensory deficit. So that's your ALS. Okay, now ano po ang ating management? How will you manage patient? Kasi nurses, wala po tayong cure. Wala tayong cure dyan. So it's more of symptomatic and supportive management. So syempre kung may muscle weakness, given naman yan, you have to provide rest, balance activity and rest. That's given naman yun, you know. But let me focus more of the priority. Now, how will you manage patients? Syempre, kung ang kanyang common cause of death, it's more of what? It's more of respiratory failure. Napaka-importante yung respiratory support. Right? Napaka-importante yan. So, patient must be okay in your McVet. Okay, or even your BiPAP. Yan yung mga ginagamit natin dyan. Okay, respiratory support. So when it comes to feeding naman, kay patient nutrition, definitely SFF, small frequent feeding due to dysphagia. Right? Okay, to decrease risk for aspiration. Okay, nutrition. And syempre, dapat siya naka-upright position. Okay, to decrease aspiration. Okay, when it comes to nutrition and feeding. Ano pa, Miss Jem? Ano pa? Ano pang kailangan natin gawin? Definitely your physical therapist, PT. That is for rehabilitation purpose. Okay? And hindi lang yan, even the speech therapist. Okay, anong drug of choice natin? What's the main drug of choice? Ano talaga yung drug of choice natin na pwede nating ibigay? What's the main treatment? That's the main treatment. You know what? It's your Riluzole. Okay, alam niyo tinanong dito sa NCLEX recently, ano daw ang drug of choice for ALS? It's Riluzole. Ang purpose ng Riluzole, it's not to cure kasi wala tayong cure dito. Okay, it's the purpose of Riluzole ay pabagalin ang pag-progress ng sakit, no? To slow the progression ng disorder. Ang ginagawa nito, it's a glutamate antagonist. Nurses, meron tayong theory, no? Na ang glutamate is an excitatory neurotransmitter. Meron tayong theory na ang glutamate ay isa sa mga neurotransmitter na sumisira ng ating motor neurons. Okay? So, pwede mo siyang ilagay dito sa unahan, pwede niyong idagdag dito sa unahan dito sa ating introduction na it can also be related, no? Your ALS, it's unknown, but it can also be related due to high increased glutamate. Glutamate is an excitatory neurotransmitter. It's a neurotransmitter. Okay? It damages the motor neuron. So, siya yung sumisira. So, ginagawa natin, pwede tayong magbigay ng antagonist for glutamate. We call it Riluzole. Okay, just to slow the progression and to lower or to minimize the damage of our motor neuron. So, glutamate is an excitatory neurotransmitter that damages our motor neuron. Okay, sinisira niya ang ating motor neuron. So, ngayon, kaya tayo nagbibigay ngayon ng tinatawag nating Riluzole. It's glutamate antagonist. So this is to decrease glutamate. Okay, to decrease glutamate. Okay, ano pa yung mga other medications na pwede nating ibigay? That's the main the drug of choice That's the main treatment Okay, that's the main treatment or main drug of choice. Okay, ano pa, Miss Shem? Ano pa yung mga other drugs? Ano pa yung mga other medications na pwede nating ibigay sa kanila? What are the other medications? So it's more of symptomatic management na lang. Okay, we can give baclofen. We can give baclofen. Ano pa, Miss Jam? We can give baclofen, your clonazepam. Okay? Ano pang pwede nating ibigay? Clonazepam. Ano pa? Clonazepam. Ano pa? Your tizanidine. Or tizanidine. This is to what? This is for indicated for what? To treat what? Spasticity. Yan yung para sa spasticity natin. Okay? Para sa ating spasticity. So yan yung mga drugs na pwede nating ibigay sa pasyente na merong amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Okay, once again, recap tayo Tandaan niyo itong mabuti. Once again, your ALS, it's amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It's also known or otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Okay, dahil nanggaling yung pangalan na yan sa isang baseball player na sikat from the US. Motor neuron disease kasi the main problem, it's purely motor deficit. Note, there is no sensory deficit. There is no autonomic deficit. There is no bladder issue. There is no sexual dysfunction. There is no bowel issue. Now, parehas nasisira yung motor neurons in upper and lower. Kaya parehas merong spasm and merong weakness at the same time. Tinawag siyang ALS, no? Okay? Uh, means no, myo means muscle, trophy means growth. No muscle growth. That's why the unique sign is a muscle atrophy. Tandaan niyo yung mabuti. That's why the unique sign is the muscle atrophy. Okay? And, you know, etiologic factors, gender, age, sporadic. It's more of sporadic talaga, no genetic relationship. Okay, kung familial yan, at least 10%, but etiology is unknown. It's more of unknown. ALS, it can be also due to increased glutamate levels. Sinabi ko sa inyo, this is an excitatory neurotransmitter that damages our what? It damages our motor neuron. So ang natatamaan would be upper and lower. Kapag upper, it's coming from the brain to the spinal cord. Okay? Kapag lower, it's from the spinal cord to the skeletal muscle. So pag tinamaan niya na ng symptoms, spasticity, clonus, and Babinski, it's more of up, hypertonia, hyperreflexia in upper. Tinatamaan din ng lower, okay, it's more of down, hypotonia, hyperreflexia. It's more of muscle weakness, flaccid paralysis, muscle atrophy, and fasciculation. It's more of twitching. Now, other signs, we have the dysarthria, dysphagia. So we call it bulbar. Tatlo sila, pero wala sa kanyang diplopia kasi hindi tinatamaan ng optic nerve. It's difficulty in speaking. We call it dysarthria, dysphagia, difficulty in swallowing. And definitely the most important, okay, the most common cause of death, that would be respiratory failure. Hindi lang muscles sa lower extremity sa tinatamaan, hindi lang muscles sa throat sa paglunok, hindi lang muscles sa pagsasalita, but even our respiratory muscle ay apektado. So we have your respiratory muscle and that's your priority. So you have to assess patient respiratory function. Okay? No bladder issues, no bowel issues, no sensory deficits. It's purely a motor deficits. That's your ALS, and we give what? Riluzole. Riluzole is the main drug of choice. To slow the progression, it's a glutamate antagonist. To decrease glutamate, to minimize degeneration or damage to our motor neurons. So yan po ang ating ALS.